Hi, you're listening to Boggy Talk, Faith Conversations in the Mud, a resource of Church on Bayshore. Boggy Talk is recorded on Boggy Bayou in Niceville, Florida, and is hosted by Justin Wyatt and James Ross, pastors at Church on Bayshore. We typically want every matter of faith and life to have crystal clear answers, but it isn't always that easy. This podcast digs in to help Christians think with a kingdom mentality about topics that sometimes get muddy and bog us down. So let's dive in.
Hello and welcome to Boggy Talk. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for listening. And we're excited because today we are kicking off a new series about Christmas. But before we do that, I'm going to say hey to James Ross.
Oh, man, you got a good radio voice today.
That's right. Yeah, you doing all right?
They still call it radio voice?
Well, I've got radio face.
You got it. You and me both, brother. You and me both. So,
podcast face. It's podcast face because it's 2020.
That's what I was wondering. Like,
almost
what do you
2022.
Call it
now? Yeah. Doing okay?
Yeah, good, man.
It's December.
It is December. It is Christmas party season for our church.
It is.
We didn't really have that so much last year.
And there are so many. We went over that in staff meeting. Just
we divided and conquered.
Yes, and it's fun. It is fun because you get to be with people you don't always get to spend extended amount of time with. But
we did like a draft, so we put all the Christmas parties on the board and I get first, second, third, fourth, and fifth pick. No, I'm just kidding.
Buy me coffee, I might tell you where your life group's party ranked on the list.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
And if we're not there, sorry, you didn't get drafted.
Yeah, that's right. So we just wrapped up.
But remember, Tom Brady was drafted in the 6th round.
That's right. And look at him now.
Yeah,
so there's hope for you if you're.
Yeah.
That's right. We just wrapped up our series, He Greater Than Tradition.
Transactional.
And hey, this Sunday we're kicking off a Christmas series. What we doing?
Let Earth receive her King.
Let Earth receive her King.
And believe it or not, we're going to be in the Gospel of Mark.
What? What?
So it's cool because the 4 passages of Scripture really are just showing us, how great Jesus is and how we should live in light of that. So we're going to really define like who Christ is this week, Christology, which is actually, a theological term like, who is Christ? And then we'll look at when Jesus calls us to lose our life for the sake of the gospel.
Oof.
And then on January 2nd, for those that are actually going to be here, we will be looking at the Transfiguration.
That's going to be good.
It will be a good 4 weeks.
But the most important question is, will there be live animals for the Nativity?
That would be a question I defer to my associate pastor of worship and missions for.
All right, the answer is no then. So,
okay, all right.
But I am excited for this
coming
Sunday.
Sounds like a huge liability.
That's right. It cracks me up that churches do that, though, in their sanctuary. But I'm excited for this Sunday because not only are we starting the series of Christmas Let Earth Receive Her King, but we're doing a bunch of Christmas music.
Woo, Christmas music.
We got a big choir is going to be singing.
Oh, wow.
And we're singing some great Christmas songs. You don't want to miss it. We're also singing probably my favorite Christmas song. And I won't say what it is, but I'll also say it could also be called Small Person Beating
small
on Some
small percussionist.
And I'm excited just because
small male percussionist.
Yeah, we've had rehearsals, and it's just more than good music. It's just going to be worshipful, and that's what excites me. And I think it's going to be.
It's about time.
Yeah, it's about time we did something worshipful around here. It's so funny. Gosh. So this is a musician thing, but you may not know this, but on music, there's always a word at the top of music that whoever wrote it, it's the style word.
Really?
It'll say rhythmically or with a groove beat. But there's so much music now written for church that at the top it says worshipfully.
I realized I forgot to change clothes.
Oh, I didn't change clothes either.
It's all good.
It's all good. Hey, when we were so secret. We record usually 2 of these at a time, and we usually change clothes to fool you. Now the secret, hey, we never have to change clothes again. So for Boggy Talk, I should say.
Sorry, I totally interrupted your rhythmic thing.
So it says at the top of the music, it'll say worshipfully, as if that's a style, sing this worshipfully. So halfway close your eyes and look sincere. I don't know what that means, singing worshipfully. So
don't I'm going to get us off track.
Oh man. So, hey, we're going to stay on track and we're keeping it light this December, but we are making fun of Christmas and it's a play on words.
We're going to hell for that,
that's
Justin.
Right. We're not teasing about Christmas. We are making fun.
Yeah, you guys know me. I never tease.
That's right. So yeah, we are kind of poking fun at some of the things that we do, but also we're having fun with Christmas. So this week we're going to be talking about something, and this is highly contested about Christmas, and that is Christmas music. And the contested part about Christmas music is this: when is it appropriate to start?
The day after Thanksgiving.
That's what I think is realistic. But I also will sometimes, like as a worship pastor, you have to be listening before the day after Thanksgiving because you have to plan. And so I'm usually listening a lot earlier. But here's the thing with Christmas music. It's like, people don't want to sing new Christmas music. They want to sing old Christmas music.
Yeah, you're right.
You know, it can be a challenge because also they just don't want to sing it. You know, like they just want to hear it. And so it's
anything
a challenge.
Before Mariah Carey. I mean, after Mariah Carey, you're not allowed to sing.
So yeah, new Christmas songs, you're like, oh, well, you're just remaking the classics. So here's what we want to do.
Sing the songs that the Apostle Paul sang.
That's right. Just, the Christmas songs
like Jingle Bell Rock.
That's right. So hey,
he is the rock.
We're going to have a little fun today.
He's our Jingle Bell Rock.
I have prepared a Christmas music playlist. And we're going to do a little, how fast can James Ross name that Christmas tune? All right. So here we go. And see if you can name this. If you're listening, see if you can name this faster than James. So hopefully this works. I'm holding my phone up to the microphone and hopefully I have service. Ready?
I don't know the song. You probably got it quicker than me.
Come on. Oh, he's about to say it.
I know the words to the song.
He's about to say it.
Let It Snow?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Let It Snow.
I'm like, I actually don't know the name of that song.
I was about to have to buzz you.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Number 2.
Jingle Bells.
Yeah, Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell
Good
Rock.
job.
Yeah. I just referenced that one.
Good job. Yeah, that was tough to beat.
Yeah.
So here we go. This is one of my least favorite, but.
I'll Be Home for Christmas. I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas.
You're going to know it in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1.
Hey. I don't listen to this rapey song.
I cannot stand that
it's
song.
2022, Justin. I can't believe you even played that on our Boggy Talk.
All right, this next song, if you don't get it in less than a second, I don't know if you have any Christmas spirit.
It's Mariah Carey.
Yes.
I don't know titles.
Well, I don't want.
Yeah, Christy would sing the whole thing.
Yes.
Annoyingly.
This, I know that song rubs people the wrong way, but I love it. Mainly because I have like a hugely sentimental reason for loving it because, anyway.
Keep this PG, Justin.
No, it's just because, so when I lived in Korea, a bunch of friends and I, for Christmas, went on vacation because we couldn't come home back to the States. And we went to the island of Saipan, which is U.S. territory. And so it was awesome because they had like radio stations in English we could listen to. But I kid you not, every time we turned on the radio in the car, this song was on. And I heard that song about 30 times.
And remember our Christmas journey in March in India?
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's so right. And we went to India together, and we were in March, and that song they were listening.
They just listened to Christmas music,
and I think that song probably too.
Yeah. Oh my goodness,
it was great. All right, here we go. We got a few more.
All right.
Can you beat James Ross?
Is I'm Dreaming of a White Christmas?
This is.
I'm dreaming.
Hey, that's
of
a good
one.
Listen to you, man.
Thanks,
got a little Bing Crosby going on. All right. Here we go.
Never been said to me before.
I'm going to skip this one because it's an Amazon. I'm on Amazon Music. Amazon original, Dan and Shay. I'm like, what that means is that
Biscuits version.
What that means is their dads worked for Amazon, and we're like, "Hey guys, y'all want to take that terrible Christmas song you wrote and put it on this playlist?"
There was a band called Limp Bizkit.
That's right. Here we go. All right. Oh yeah, Jackson 5. Try to get it.
Bus is coming to town.
Oh yeah. All right.
I like the Bruce Springsteen better.
Yeah, that's good.
Whoever it is.
All right, just skip and classic right here.
I'll Be Home for Christmas.
Nope, close.
I'm Home for Christmas.
I'll Be at the House for Christmas.
Chestnuts.
Oh yeah. I don't know the
Christmas
name.
Song. That one is weirdly called the Christmas song.
Oh yeah. See.
All right, and
bells ring. I don't know the name of the song either, but I know the
Ride.
song.
There you go.
Gosh, I really don't know the title of any of these songs.
That is
Wow.
Elsa singing Sleigh Ride. Well, the actress who played
I think
Elsa.
that is a great segue into what is wrong with Christmas. Is
That's right.
People know all this stuff about Christmas.
About Christmas.
But not like the name.
Yeah.
Like what it means.
What is it about? That is exactly.
Jesus.
I know it. It was coming to me. So,
Oh yeah, Jesus. Oh
Yes.
yeah, that's what Christmas is about.
well, it's just funny to me that Christmas.
I really was terrible at that. By
You
the
were
way.
really bad, but that's okay. You're so good at so many other things.
Thank you, man.
That was kind of like me trying to coach flag football last year. It was like, good job. Good job. There's so many other things you're good at. It doesn't matter if
Thank
you
you,
can name tunes. So, I think it's just funny to me. So this is Christmas season and most people love Christmas music. And everyone can get on board with Christmas music after Thanksgiving, at least. Some people it's all year, but it's funny that Christmas is like really the only time of year there's like a season of music. Like we don't have this for other seasons of the year. Maybe the 4th of July, but those are patriotic songs in which are, that's not really specific to a time of year. And why? Why is it this way? I don't really have a good answer other than commercial marketing and hey, let's take something that's awesome, the birth of Jesus, and let's make money off of it. And really, Christians, we do this too. And I don't think there's anything wrong with enjoying Christmas music, even if it's not about Jesus. It's fun, it's seasonal, and that's great. But let's keep our eyes on what's important, folks, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, because there's some really awful Christmas songs written. I made a list. Like Grandma Got Run Over by a Reindeer. Please don't. Christmas Shoes.
I would have known the title of that one and that one and Christmas shoes. Yeah. We talked about Christmas shoes last year, and I think we lost friends and church members.
I know people are like, "How can you hate that song?" I was like, "How could you love that song?"
I know.
It's so sad.
Yeah.
And then
we can have doctrinal differences.
That's right. That is not a preference. That is
that's right. That's right.
And this one you probably have no clue, but this is for all you fellow exennials out there. New Kids on the Block, Funky Christmas.
Bro.
That's if you know it, now it's stuck in your head and you're singing it.
Wow.
Funky Christmas.
Wow.
All right.
I bet you were like, oh man, I just can see a young Justin White sneaking it behind his parents'
I kind of
back.
wanted to be, in a boy, that was cool then.
I
And,
bet you did
oh
wanna be in a
man,
boy
but
band.
I was not cool enough to pull that off.
Some of our more legalistic towards music people are like, you still want to be in a boy band. That's what contemporary worship music is.
that's my
you and your ear. Oh wait, that's me with the mic.
that's right. Yeah, you're Britney Spears, Pastor Mike.
Yeah.
That's people call it. I don't know who they would call it now because she's not making music anymore. But maybe she will now that she's out of her conservatorship.
Yeah, I know.
Yay.
Go Britney. Go Britney.
Good for you, Britney. Merry Christmas.
You did not know the wide variety of topics we were covering on this.
So
does she have a Christmas album? Sorry.
I bet she does. I mean, everybody has a Christmas album. I'm sure she does.
Does Taylor Swift? Hers would be like, I'm dreaming of a non-binary, racially diverse Christmas.
And it would also it's
talking about snow.
It would also be like,
say white.
I can't do that or say snow because then that's snowflake.
She's like, I'm just like, so concerned with all these people from my multi-million-dollar mansions that I live in.
All my people.
Yeah.
All my people.
All my people.
Yeah.
You don't even talk to them.
So the point is, what we're saying with all this, making fun of it, but we're also saying, hey, enjoy your Christmas music. It's great, but
have fun.
But isn't it like this is like culture's pull on us to to kind of think that is what makes Christmas and not Jesus. And not to be heavy and heavy handed, but keep Christ in Christmas because you don't have Christmas without Christ. But really enjoy those things. Play the music loud, have fun. But is that really what makes Christmas Christmas? And I think the answer is no. But it kind of builds up to this. There's probably no other season that has such anticipation and really expectation. And we've say in our staff, disappointment stems from expectation.
Yeah.
And even I'll have people at Christmas time you didn't sing this song. I'm like, well, I just didn't. I'm sorry, but we can still listen to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a sentimental person at all.
What?
Really, at all. It was funny the other day. Somebody was saying, "Hey, I was watching this Hallmark movie, and you probably wouldn't like it." I was like, "You're absolutely right. I would not like it at all." My wife watches some of that stuff, but it's just terrible. Oh, it's so terrible. Anyway, but I do like the sentimentality of Christmas for some reason, and I think it's because It's just, there's this sweetness to it. There's this togetherness to it. But, I think
Unifying.
I think it's interesting as a pastor now, that some of that togetherness really misses the heart of it. And, it's kind of sad. And you were talking about a movie. What movie were you talking about?
Oh yeah, we watched the new remake of Home Alone, and it's terrible. The best part of the movie is the fact that literally in the movie, one of the actors, they're watching a movie in the movie, and it's a remake, and he says, the remakes are never as good as the originals.
That's
and it's
funny.
I think maybe they added that in like post-filming because they realized it was terrible. And they're like, well, at least I'll laugh at this line.
Yeah.
It was just hokey. And it really, so our little kids thought it was funny. Our big kids were like, this is not nearly as good as the original.
yeah.
And they're right. But a line in that movie was like, but we've got to be together. That's what Christmas is all about, being together. And first of all, there's nothing wrong with being together on Christmas. So that's not what we're saying.
Yeah.
But that's really not the point of Christmas either. And, what do you say to people who can't be together? Like, they're missing the point of Christmas?
Yeah.
No, like that's an expectation, and you're going to be disappointed. And I think, it's this false like togetherness, this false like sentimentality that's not really the heart of Christmas. And we as Christians, we just want to be about the real heart of Christmas and everything.
So there's like our culture and how they view like togetherness without Christ. And really there's similarities to the Tower of Babel, where the Tower of Babel, they're like, look at what we've done. Look at how we've come together. And, and God knocked it down, and I think that kind of the message of secular humanism is humanity's togetherness. And it's just a flawed message, first of all, because it just doesn't work without moralism, but that's okay. And then secondly is, if there is a God, then being together without that God and without being centered around that God is an affront to his character, and is an affront to his glory and our purpose ultimately. But then I think not only in the culture do we see that, I think in the church, the holidays, so like God, I love my family. I'm so thankful to be a dad. I'm so thankful to be a husband. But it can't take the place of Christ. And I do think like it kind of burdens me as a pastor. And I'm not, I don't know what to do with it fully. That like we have tons of family members that view like Easter and Christmas, like the primary goal of those holidays is just being with family when, well, first of all, I would say like, if we're really investing in non-Christians, then actually that's a great opportunity to have them come to church with us. But like, that's not even on, and I'm not saying you should, but it's not even on so many people's radar. Like family togetherness is so elevated over the mission of Christ in this life that it's not even on people's radar. I'm never going to tell someone what they should and should not do, unless we're really close about that. I mean, you, because you work for our church and you have to be there.
I have to be here Christmas Eve.
You also would
but
tell
I
me the
also love
same.
being here Christmas Eve.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's kind of so. Does that make sense?
Yes, I think it's just.
I say on things harsh, so you soften that out for people, please.
Well, if you aren't, I think, we're talking about things that like it's a sentimentality, and so is being together wrong? No, not at all. We're gonna no, not at all. But
that's not what we're saying.
But like, what is supreme in all this? Like, Jesus.
Yeah.
Jesus is supreme in all things. So
Yeah.
is our desire for togetherness? Are we on the radar for people who can't be together with people? Are we inviting them in? Are we looking out? Like I would just challenge anybody as we're making, and myself included, as we're making plans for Christmas, like, are we looking around for people who don't have that and inviting them into and also not seeing that as an infringement on our family togetherness.
Right. So like, fine, you don't come to Christmas Eve service because you don't think the pastor preaches the gospel, or Easter, preaches the gospel. That's not a big deal. So you're doing your family festivities. Are you inviting someone to see the love of Christ on display in your family festivities? Like, and again, my point is this even something you're thinking about? And I think that Christmas and how we approach Christmas and whether or not Jesus is exalted in Christmas is really something we can ask in our whole lives. Like, are we actually looking for what Christ wants for our family and for our time and for our money? Or are we just really doing it for some secondary good thing?
Right.
That I think, and it's hard to figure this out precisely, but that just becomes an easy place of security instead of who Christ is and what he wants for our life.
Yeah, so the bottom line of this is not don't listen to non-Jesus Christmas songs. No, like enjoy them. They're fun.
Maybe not that rapey baby.
Not Santa Baby or Baby's Cold Outside, and maybe not Funky Christmas.
Do you remember when I wrote up a post about Baby It's Cold Outside, and I was like, I've always thought this sounds creepy. I got blasted. It was like I said,
how dare you?
How dare you? Yeah, I mean, woo.
Yeah. So
you'd have thought I'd kicked an American flag down for saying that.
And we're not saying don't watch Christmas movies. Like, watch them. I know a lot of you watch
cheesy Hallmark videos.
It's fine. It's fine. That's great. Like, enjoy all those things. But
drink your eggnog.
Jesus in all things. And here's, people will say, and this has been said, our culture wants to take Christ out of Christmas. And I would say to that, actually, Christians have been doing that for a lot longer than our culture.
Quote, Justin Wyatt.
Enjoy, but, filter them and think through them. Like, what message is sending as a family, enjoy all these things. But ultimately, let's just be people who are like, it's about Jesus. And even in our celebration and rocking around the Christmas tree and Jingle Bell rocking, like that is because we have joy. We can do that and laugh and have fun. And our family at one point, we have a silly dance party to one of those songs. And we can do that because we have joy because
Does Sam
of
David
Jesus.
participate in that?
He will reluctantly.
Okay.
He'll if he knows we don't have our phones out to video anything, and it'll show up he's got some moves. He probably has the best dance moves. Besides Ezra, he probably has the best dance moves in our family. So hey, enjoy your Christmas songs, enjoy your Christmas shoes. I don't know if you can enjoy that. Cry through your Christmas shoes. And, ultimately, have fun at Christmas. Be sure that Jesus is the source of that joy and
That's
fun.
right.
So next week, we're going to pick back up and we're going to make fun of something else about Christmas. And we are going to make fun of presents. Is it presents
or
is
his
it
presents?
Presents.
Oh, man.
All right. So
less Hallmark and more Gospel on Mark. Even though the Christmas story isn't even in the Gospel on Mark.
It's implied.
Yeah, it is. It's the Christmas story.
That's right. So, hey, thanks for joining in. We hope to see you Sunday for a kickoff of our Christmas series.
Woke Christmas.
Oh, my gosh. God.
We're actually, what you would do is you would just be like, we're celebrating it in April or whenever Jesus was actually born.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's another series. So, hey, join us next week as we get this train back on the rails.
Okay, sorry. My bad. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Thanks for listening to Boggy Talk. We are so glad you joined in the conversation. Go ahead and subscribe so you don't miss a beat.